The man is undeniably a genius. He repeatedly folds a sheet of wire mesh, creating 8 pieces of this material. Then he encloses them with a steel frame, welding it securely with a cover plate. It's hard to believe such a simple process could forge an artwork that sells for an astounding $50,000. He starts by adding a vent hole, then welds a suitable handle with rebar, placing it in a furnace for roasting. Once it's glowing red on all sides, he begins hammering it on a hydraulic press. Through this burning and hammering, he forges the steel mesh structure into a single piece, effectively increasing the steel's stiffness and hardness. With continued hammering by the hydraulic press, impurities gradually peel away from the surface. Ultimately, he produces a steel billet suitable for crafting fine artwork. At this point, he divides it into 3 sections, removing the forged wire mesh structure inside. Its transformed look is unrecognizable from its original state, displaying intricate, interwoven textures. He then divides this iron piece into 3 sections, cuts them into smaller pieces, and welds 2 of the sections together as one. Next, he places it back into the furnace for another heating session. While heating, he sprinkles borax across the surface. This enhances the purity of the steel during subsequent hammering. After countless hammer strikes, he can mold it into the desired shape. He then trims off the excess based on the required design. Using an angle grinder, he polishes the curve to perfection before a 3rd round of heating. After the 3rd heating, he uses manual hammering techniques, a touch that machines can never fully replicate. Adjusting slight curvature details requires precise force and angles to create a flawless piece of art. Afterward, he shapes the handle with the hydraulic press. On the other end of the handle, he hammers one side with the press to achieve a slanted effect. With the main structure complete, he begins the 1st round of polishing, smoothing the surface, and placing it in the furnace for another roasting. This is an ancient method for increasing hardness. After roasting, it's quenched in a special solution, making the steel even harder. Finally, he performs a 2nd, finer polishing, with various polishing tools enhancing every detail. This exquisite artwork finally reveals its mysterious beauty. Thus, a Damascus knife crafted from steel mesh is complete, and it has sold for a 5-figure price. So, what do you think of his creativity? Out of 10, how would you rate his skill?